Hey everyone, it's Sarah from Plan Sarah Plan, and I'm going to do a flip through and a bit of a review on the Erin Condren Address Book. So as you can see, it's a large book. It's roughly the size of the Life Planner. Very well made. I got mine in the gold coil, and then I stacked it beside my Life Planner so that you could see the size. That was my Life Planner on the bottom. So here we're going to look through and just see what all is included. It's nice Mohawk paper, which is probably an update for the address book. And so at the beginning it starts with a page for each month where you can put everyone's birthdays. Use it as a perpetual calendar. Things that are probably steady every year or the same every year, you could put on these lists. And they're color coded to match the color scheme in the Life Planner. And then you get into the letters of the alphabet. So at first, when I counted the page, I assumed that you would get the same number of pages for each letter of the alphabet. But of course, that wouldn't make sense because there are not as many names that begin with some letters as begin with others. So I've got a chart at the end of this video where you can see exactly how many pages you get for each letter. But the more popular letters have more pages. So the most that you would get would be 4 pages front and back, so a total of 8 pages. There's kind of an old school design there for the letter, and then the back side of each tabbed page has a nice quote. I didn't see the original design for the first address book. I think if you go check out Jen Plan's YouTube channel, I believe she has a video of the address book that was an earlier style than this one, so it would be fun to compare the two. I think this is an updated version, definitely from that one, but I also recognize some of the stylistic elements as being those from, maybe a year or two ago. So I enjoy seeing those actually. M is a popular letter, so it would have 4 pages front and back for a total of 8. And I think I'm going to use this for doing my Christmas cards and other correspondence. I keep a lot of addresses in my phone, and that's going to continue to be really handy when I'm on the go. But I think this will be nicer actually when I'm sitting down and doing a large number of notes or cards during the holidays. I can really see this being useful when I send out my Christmas cards, because we send out quite a few every year. When you get to T, that's another popular letter, so that has 4 pages front and back. And one thing I really appreciate about this address book, you don't get any 2 letters or 3 letters combined into one section. So for example, you don't get U and V together, or X, Y, and Z together, as you do in some address books. Each letter gets its own dedicated section, and I really appreciate that. I can imagine that if your last name began with one of the more unusual last name letters, you would get frustrated if you didn't get your own section for all those family members that you have to put in there. So X was one that only has 1 page front and back, so a total of 2 pages. So I guess the least used letters are X. X gets 1. But I believe all of the others get 2 and more. 2 or more. You get 3 notes pages in the back. And then you get this page for important numbers of different professionals you might call on frequently. So that's kind of handy. I think I would write in pencil on this page because you only have 1, and those things I guess could change over the years. And then here's the mid-century circles pattern for the back pocket, nice and sturdy. And then you get the woven wonder pattern perpetual calendar tucked in the back, which is really a bonus. Since there's the perpetual calendar in the front, I don't know that I would use this for the same thing. So I'll probably use that for something else. And then you have on the back cover a wet erase board that you can use for whatever purpose you want to. So here are the page counts for each letter of the alphabet and a closer look at the layout for the entries that you put in your address book and a closer look at the perpetual calendar. And that's it. If you have any questions about the Erin Condren Address Book, feel free to leave them in the comments below.